pouring all the meth out, and they get rid of the push connect setup today, and go with the 4-port Prometh kit, which is a whole lot nicer, and I don't have to worry about any of the push connect lines coming off. I want to give a shout out to Prometh for hooking me up with this kit. If you mention my name @tookoff on Instagram, you can save 10% off, and stay tuned. The double ohms kit is already out. My buddy Dylan bought it off me. Still got to pull the tank tap fitting out for him. He's going to get the entire kit. I'm going to give him my old nitrous express pump and a spare AEM V2 controller that I have. As you can see, the ports have already been taken out. That right there. Even the quality in the nozzles are just unbelievable. These are 4 gallon an hour replacing 3 gallon an hour nozzles, and man, just the quality, the material, just, you can tell they're really high end compared to double ohms. Currently, right now, we're trying to get the NTP tap out of the throttle body so we can go on and put a 5th nozzle into there. So that's the plug that was in the throttle body adapter. We're going to now put a small nozzle down in that 5th port. So the 5th nozzle's in. It is a 2 gallon an hour nozzle. I didn't want to put too big of one down there, so this is the first time that I've ran 5 nozzles at one time, and didn't want to put too much, but not too little either. So we got 4 up top and 2 down the bottom, so that's 16, 18 gallons per hour of methanol. Gonna take a little E6000. I'm gonna run it around the edge of the threads. Don't need a whole bunch. Make sure it's kind of even. Make sure you don't get none in the port. Getting ready to run the nozzle holders. And I'll run just a small bead E6000 on the nozzle. Not much, just a little dab on each side. That's all you need. Spread your threads. Some people like running pipe dope or PTFE tape. It's really just your own preference. I mean, you're not going to go wrong, but E6000 is methanol proof. It cannot be damaged by it. So get the nozzles lined up, and the nozzle holder is not bad. So that one's there. And if it's not tight, you can try it again, start in a different spot where it's going to start threading. Make it 1 revolution if needed. That's all you need. Logos are showing. I'm really particular about the way I want to do this. Also going to put a small dab of E6000 up here. Also probably not needed, but just for extra security. It's not tightened down yet, yes or no. So the first bit of the setup is done. Get you know close up. I needed to get a tube pipe cutter to be able to make the width of this proper. But all this is in there now. The nozzles are in. I need to tighten this down and then add the check valve and the hose that goes down this side. Bottom of that is secure now. So now it is time to do this side, then add the check valves, add the fifth port, cut down my hoses, and we will continue. So as you can see, the check valve, which is right here, is a 14 millimeter. Tighten that down. These are 1/2 inch, and tighten this down to where it lines up with this. There's E6000 in this one, or under here, E6000 under here. I barely put any up here because it really doesn't need it on those type of fittings, but it was just extra security. Now it's time to do this side, mimic what I did over here, and pretty much go from there. This side is on. The fifth port is on. Can't really see it, but check valve's on in the proper direction. The AN fitting is -4. These are -4. I've got E6000 on here, ready to screw the check valve on. That's what I'm gonna do one-handed. So the fitting is now on, or the check valve is now on. Now it's time to put this on there. I'm gonna take a little bit of E6000. Like I said, I like putting just like a small dab on one side, small dab on the other side, and it will spread through the threads just fine. You don't gotta coat it super crazy. I'm doing all this outside in the driveway, so we have a dumpster in the driveway that's blocking my garage currently. It's just like that. GoPro battery's starting to die, but solenoid is on, distribution block is on, fifth port for that side's on. Both of these sides are on. Everything has a small bit of E6000 on it. The solenoid is ready to go. I need to connect those to here, solder them, and heat shrink them. And I need to go on and cut the nylon hose, or nylon braided hose, to connect to the fifth port on this side, and then I need to run the main hose through here into the top of Prometh PM 190. Baddest pump on the market, hands down. So I'm going to take another break. I'm going to go on and cut my fittings for the fifth port, get that knocked out, solder that solenoid to my AMV2 controller, and we will be almost done. Then we have to run the main hose and the tank tap. So the fifth port and everything is hooked up for the most part. Still got to do the solenoid. This is now connected. One's up there, up back through the headlight, connects into the solenoid, splits off. Everything looks good, everything's tightened up. Doing the fittings was super easy, and I'll get back in just a minute. So the tank tap is done. All the fittings are done. She is good to go. Still need to wire the solenoid up. It's getting a little dark out here now, but I figured I'd bring out the flashlight. The solenoid is ran. It's too bright. And now you can clearly see everything that's going on down here. Got methanol in the tank. The fitting is not leaking. Pump's not leaking. Everything's good to go.